Hello internet, and today your boy can't even contain his own excitement. Look at how much I'm sweating because I am greeted with such a wonderful looking character. Let me just open up the thumbnail for you guys and you guys will beat it like, you guys will instantly sweat like me. Right? Lady of the Scales. She looks like 2B, but she came in ESO. This might as well be a 2B collab, right? So let's just take a look at what Lady of the Scales, which is basically ML Mercedes, would do in the game. Now let's take a look. Let me turn this up to HD. But by the way, I just did a workout. That's why I'm sweating a lot, but let's just jump in. Let thy desire be known. I just realized my Chrome's muted. Now you guys can hear it. Let's check out the animation. We've seen this before, I think. Have we? We've seen like the preview of it, I think. But yeah, that's the animation. Looking pretty cool. And yo, they're doing something new with this, huh? Did they have this, like the whole art? And then come into the normal live 2D. And speaking of the live 2D, can I even monetize this shit? Oh, and you can toggle it. You can toggle to the like 2D artifact. Okay. That's actually pretty sick. You can toggle between the 2D, live 2D art in the hero tab or the artwork that they've done. I'm not sure if it's just for this character, but make it for every character. It'd be pretty fire. Well, first thing we can see already is FRES imprint release, and she's got a passive right here. Let's just check out what she's all about.
A long time
I wonder if she is free. I doubt it, but if she is, fire.
Her people raised a prayer.
Her people raised a prayer. I actually don't matter. We'll know more when the story comes in anyway. And I think a lot of people already watched. Yep, exactly. We see Brightwitch Taniba. She's got a lot to do with Brightwitch. We've seen a lot of this in like the live stream already. Let's just skip ahead and check out what we have in store. So,
would hear the tale.
Somehow Lionheart Sermon is in here, but yo, look at this art. Look at this animation right here. She is so heavy looking. I'm not gonna say which part of her is heavy. I'm sure you know. Well, let's just move on. Hero introduction. This is where it matters a lot. She has pretty decent speed, 117. Not the fastest. I doubt you can make her an opener, although if you want to force it, you could. She's got actually pretty high attack. Is that high attack? I might be wrong about that. I think definitely high defense. HP is not the high, not the high-end HP though. HP is pretty low. And she's a Soul Weaver, a light Soul Weaver. Ooh, interesting. FRES, 30% FRES as well from her awakenings and such. And it's all FRES. Awakening and non-awakening. I mean, awakening release and non-release. It's all FRES right here. Got you. So, let's move on. What you're all about.
Light elemental Soul Weaver. Her imprint.
I want to see your skills. There we go. Skill 2, which is a passive. Passive usually means a character's broken. Let's just read. At the start of the battle, grants offering to the foremost ally. Another foremost ally based effect. A lot of characters in E7, they kind of do this. When the ally granted offering dies, recovers HP for all allies by 50%. So when the front line dies, she heals everyone else. Or does she prevent death? Let's just read what offering does first, okay? Let's just turn our attention over here. Offering is a unique effect. Grants 70% damage sharing from the damage received by all allies. Upon receiving lethal damage, grants immortality for 1 turn. Immortality can only be activated once per battle. I might quit E7. Straight up. You know why this is annoying? It's it's for foremost ally only, right? And guess who's the foremost ally? Emma Arunka, baby. Hey, we about to see Emma Arunka with Lady of the Scales. You want to kill the Arunka? Can't even do it no more because offering right here. I wonder what this means though. Grants 70% damage sharing from the damage received by all allies. So does that mean Arunka now has an Aureus? Not only the Rocket Punch, she now also have an Aureus, right? Let me read it like calmly. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Grants 70% damage sharing from the damage received by all allies. And this offering effect is on the foremost ally. So I would assume I'm going to put it on Emma Arunka. She now is granted the 70% damage sharing from every ally basically. Every ally that takes damage, 70% of it will go to the character with offering. So Emma Arunka. You could put it on Emma Arunka. Anyone else works as well. Mortalix, that works as well. Well, upon receiving lethal damage, grants immortality for 1 turn. What counters immortality? I can think of Veronica, but you try and run a Veronica into Emma Arunka. Not sure if that's going to work that well for you. And yeah, obviously immortality can only be activated once per battle. So, I'm not... Okay, let me just think this. When an ally granted offering dies, but then offering prevents death, offering gets your immortality when you receive lethal damage, so you don't die. Therefore, this recovery of HP doesn't really proc unless the character dies, right? That's what I understand so far. Let's just keep on going. When combat readiness of an enemy increases during battle, increases CR of the caster by 35% of the amount of CR increased. So, if a Zeo is on the enemy team, and that ML Rowana gets pushed up by 100% CR, that's how she works. And I have a Lady of the Scales on field. This 35%, meaning it goes up to 50. Half of the CR gained by ML Rowana will be going into Lady of the Scales as well. Is that what it means? It's pretty confusing, the wording here, but let's just keep on reading. This effect will not be applied to the CR increase effect triggered by the same skill. Okay, this doesn't matter. So let's just see the example. I'm quite confused. I have a couple of ideas of how what this means, but I have to see how it actually works. Let's see here. So on the screen right here, they're giving the immortality to Crow. Ooh, Crow's pretty good, you know. And yep, it seems Crow now, I don't know if this Crow has Aureus, but Crow now is taking damage from his allies, basically, right? Lady of the Scales here got hit by Janua, couldn't die because all of the damage went into Crow. With immortality, the Crow does not die at all. And since he doesn't die, no one gets a heal, right? I assume. Is that true? Let me just double check again. It's quite confusing. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just stupid, but she does get a heal though. I'm really confused. Let's just move on. Okay. She gets a turn now. What?
Only be activated once. When the ally granted offering dies,
all right, we already went through this.
Combat readiness.
Okay, this is the effect, the second effect of the passive, where if the enemy gets CR, she also gains half of it.
Increases combat readiness.
So here there is a ML Pera and a Fire Flan. Fire Flan also pushes her to a 25% CR every time she like shoots someone, and Pera also grants everyone the CR increase, right? So Lady of the Scales will also get an increase if anyone on the enemy gets an increase. So she's gonna like cut very easily. Wow. Okay.
Readiness increased.
That'll allow her to do S3. I wonder what the S3 does. I bet we're gonna get into it soon. Here comes the S3. Alright, this might break the meta, might change a lot of things, let's say. The Caress of the Mercy. I want her to caress me, not Mercy. With the Goddess's authority, these spells all debuff from allies. Increases CR by 15%. Consumes 20% of the current health of the ally granted offering. So the one in the front line. And grants abundance to all allies for 2 turns. Let's take it from the top. These spells all debuffs. Number 1. Increases CR by 15% to all allies. Number 2. Goes up to 20, actually. 20% CR to all allies, I think, right? It's 19. I'm brain farting so hard right now. 19, 22, 25. It's 25% total CR increase. Okay. So these spells all debuff. CR pushed by 25% for all allies. Consumes 20% of the current health of the ally granted offering, so from the front line. And why take the health off of him though? Huh? And also grants abundance to all allies. What is abundance? Abundance, after attacking, inflicts 2,000 additional damage on the target. And offering... I mean, abundance is for all allies. Offering is only for the front line. Why take HP away from the front line though? Am I crazy? Okay, let's just keep on reading. Let's just see like the showcase. I'm not seeing it. Maybe I'm too dumb. I'm not understanding it fully. So S3 goes, it dispels, pushes everyone by 25, and gets abundance for all allies except for the front line. Except for the front line? What?
Attacks. The target is inflicted 2,000.
And then when a person with abundance attacks, the target will get 2,000 additional damage. That looks stupid good. No, that looks stupid good. Now FCC can kind of counter this, but yeah, only FCC though. Okay, so skill 1, what does you do? Attacks the enemy with divine lightning, has a 50% chance to inflict fear. Fear. Before recovering HP of all allies proportional to the target's max health. Soul Burn, what does it do? Increases effect chance 100%, attacks all enemies. You can AoE fear everybody with 1 Soul Burn. And fear, obviously, is just a RNG stun, right? It's like a stun that takes effect, but then they could dispel it the moment they take a turn. 40% chance for it to be dispelled. You play more before you know what it means. Okay. How big's the heal though?
Max health. An attack upon consuming 10 soul increases effect chance to 100% and attacks all
Okay, lands the heal. I mean, lands the fear. And then the heal looks like 2 point something K
Enemies.
on a crown.
This attack does not trigger a dual attack.
Let me just double check this. Notice this. The moment Para takes a turn, Lady of the Scales would jump, right?
This attack does not trigger.
Why does Lady of the Scales not jump? Oh, she does jump. Increases CR. It writes it right here. So she does jump. Every time they get a CR push, you get a CR push, basically, on Lady of the Scales. Wow.
Goddess, who has decreed.
So when do we get the meter?
Starting
August 28th, we get the meter. I still need to understand a bit more before having like a solid take, because there's a couple of things I have to really make sure of. When CR of an enemy increases during battle, increases CR of the caster by 35% up to 50. So of an enemy, when CR of an enemy, if the enemy has a Lytica that pushes the whole team, or if the enemy has like a Para that pushes the whole team, how much CR do I get? Because Para pushes like what, 10%? 10%, and she gets an extra turn for a total of 20%. 20% for the whole team with 4 allies, that means 80%. Half of that means 40% CR will be granted to Lady of the Scales. That's what I'm understanding. Let's check out the combat demo real quick. What's the idea behind her design here? So, Para goes. Let's just take note of Lady of the Scales. Now, geniusly, right? Geniusly. First of all, let me like swap my, can I do this? I have no clue how to fix this. Crud. Well, you just gotta... I'm just gonna put my face away. Notice this. Lady of the Scales is already pretty fast, so I'm not sure how much the push would be. Let's just take note of it, right? So Para pushes everyone by 10% now. Lady of the Scales did jump up. I don't know by how much. And then she jumps again right here because Fire Flan dual attacked. And then because of abundance for the front line, everyone is unkillable.
So you've chosen to defy a god.
And now Lady of the Scales gets the turn. S3 goes in. This gives everyone abundance. And it takes 20% health off of crowd, the front line. It doesn't. It just doesn't now. What is happening?
You're dead by a god.
Oh, it does. Yeah, there you go. That one hit right there. It's pretty quick. This build on the scale on Lady of the Scales is 18k HP. Pretty decently fast as well. And I noticed they are using her with ML Aria. So I think this will be a hyper FRES type team, right? And obviously S3 cleanses your team, pushes yourself up as well.
Let's see what you can do.
Now Janua goes. She should usually kill stuff, but no, you cannot kill it. You cannot kill it on the hyper damage sharing on Crow, and Crow has the immortality, so you can't really even do anything against him. If this Crow has FRES, which I assume you do because of ML Aria being on the field, you can't even strip it unless you run a Veronica. Okay. Now Lady of the Scales go as one, can't do much, counter attack here. Not a lot of damage at all, and yep, I do notice a lot of resistance, right? A lot of resistance on the Lady of the Scales here. Every time Emma Runka takes a turn as well, yeah, she does get a huge push there. Do you see that? I'm wondering if the whole team gets a push though. How much does she get a push? Logically speaking, she should get a big push. Like everyone gets 10% CR, that means she herself should get 20. And that's big. Now Tori goes in, we do not care much. But yeah, notice how this game takes forever. I wonder if like the showcase guy would take note of this and be like, yo, freaking Emma Arunka, not fun to play against. So here comes the Aria with Parasolitude with the abundance buff. We're doing a lot of damage to Emma Arunka, right? So here comes the Flan. No CR gain, so yep, it's pretty normal. Now we have the crowd. This is the moment you have to kill the front line, or else it's just gonna be annoying, right? If you can kill the front line, you're chilling. Like if you cannot kill the front line, the rest just doesn't die. It might be like insane. Abundance has a duration, but offering doesn't, right? Like whatever's on the front line does not have a duration. And here comes the Fierce GG's. Okay, understandable. It's only one game because the game's too long because Emma Arunka's on the field, obviously. But yeah, I'm just balding because I hate Arunka. All right, so what do we think, yo? This is interesting. I think it's hard for me to say. I think she's just a pretty standard character. I don't know about broken yet. I feel like against Cleave, she'll have like her use case for sure. Again, like I played as an anti-Cleave because anti-Cleavers, what can they do? Anytime they get CR, because with Cleaves, you have to get CR for your next character, like that, right? every time they do get it, Lady of Scales is gonna also get a push. And she can easily click one soul burn to fear the whole field. And your cleave is dead. So you want to try and debuff her if she's built with F-Res, which I assume she can be because you utilize this buff on the front line. This offering buff, or abundant offering, I think. This offering buff to take away all the damage that you would do on Lady of the Scales, and then she just wouldn't die. You can have 10k HP on Lady of the Scales, she wouldn't die that easily. So she can't die that easily. And if you want to get through her, you best kill the front line. If you want to kill the front line, you want to push your whole team to kill the front line, well, you best make sure Lady of the Scales don't just cut you and then sober and fear your whole team, and you're dead. Can she be countered with soul burns? Most definitely. Like a Lidica with soul burn. Anyone with restrict with a soul burn. But there's an ML aura that doubles your soul usage. So you need to play, what's her face? You need to play Frida. You have to play Frida then. Which is possible. I've done it before. So let's just see what the comment says, right? Can't wait to fight against Barunka. Ill enough. That's what I mentioned. That's what I thought as well. Because, yeah, this creature. Like, I feel like the demo showcased her versus ML Arunka, which makes sense because you use the abundance buff and you do 2k fixed damage on ML Arunka constantly, and then she, being a defense scaler, should die a lot easier. But yep, they'll just use them both together now, right? Everybody agree? Yep. Oh boy. Between Emma Ross and her, cleaving through all these revives look like a challenge without Briar Witch. Yeah, Briar Witch stonks go up. Like, if anything, Briar Witch against this character could be a pretty solid, like, idea to fight against, because would it though? I feel like even Briar Witch wouldn't be. Briar Witch would be good against Genesis Ross. Briar Witch against this, not necessarily the best, because you can push by getting Renewed Will on Briar Witch, which is what people usually do, and then Lady of the Scales would also just, you know, absorb essentially 10% of the CR push, give it to herself, and then potentially cut you. Once she cuts you, she gets rid of your defense break, you're screwed, right? At the start of the battle, Undispelled fixed damage, fear, skilled unit again. Great, Arunka now is immortality. That's what I'm saying. They showed her against Arunka. Man, everyone just gonna use her with Arunka. So Arunka being annoying already, you want to kill her quick, but then now she gets an immortality, and you cannot touch anyone else. You can't touch Arunka for one more turn. And now that they can play this with ER setup, right? ER Arunka, ER Lady of the Scales, ER MLR, that makes everyone ER. Double soul usage, you can't even soul burn. Sheesh. Most people that think should be cancer with attack in front, but I think it would be even worse with a glass cannon DPS such as triple immortality BBK. Interesting take from Johan. Arena can't get worse after Arunka FCC buff. Hold my beer. You know what? I low-key would take this compared to Harsetti. Like, actually. Man, the Golden Age is still going. Tanky units. Even Straze with 100% pan cannot handle this. Yeah, Straze can't handle this. No shot. No way. The S1 Soul Burn is diabolical. Yeah, S1 10 Soul Burn. If you cut a cleave, Soul Burn, plop. Full fear. GG's. Finally, the return of Terranor Royal Guard. He's got a point. Terranor Royal Guard on immortality, reflecting him. Yo, if you know, you're a real one. Actually, really did say they would change the arena, and yes, they're managing to. Now, no one else will do it because they won't be able to kill Arunka. Let's think about how we kill that. I don't know, baby. I was thinking, okay, let's go ML Rowana, push him back, but ML Rowana getting herself the turn is like 100% CR push, right? 50% of it goes to Lady of the Scales. The Lady of the Scales will just take the turn and then cut yourself. It's just dead also. Put Abigail in the front and her in the back. Ooh. If you focus one of them, the other passive becomes useless. Just tested it. Damage share does apply to that 30% HP. She takes less with it. With 70% share, it will work. It will only become 9%. It's too complicated about the test. Another way to make Arunka more cancerous. Now you can't delete Arunka because she gets free immortality. Exactly. And that's just a bad part. The worst part is area attacks nowhere near good enough to do with Arunka teammate due to cancerous skill. Yeah, the damage sharing as well. Like, it's just... I could put Janua at the front and the whole team wouldn't die. I would just put a slow unit at the front with high FRES and the whole team just wouldn't die. You know what I'm saying? The whole team just would never die. Let me think. I feel like there's a way to make this super broken. There's probably a way, but so far I'm thinking just Emma Arunka at the front plus her at the back is already like annoying enough. That's what I'm thinking right now. Triple immortality BBK. Yep, that's horrible. That's horrible. A horrible idea. I do not want to fight that. Lethe alone counters her. Open with S3, inflict AoE frostbite, prevents damage sharing. Yo, Yumi Lumi might be a genius. Restrict prevents CR increase. Maybe we'll finally see Letha come back. He might be a genius and didn't think about that. In Renat meta, fat chance Letha don't ignore ER. Oh, true. All right, never mind. Well, okay. You can counter it if they have no ER, but they are probably going to have ER, you know? Just a thought facing this character? Yeah. Next, we have Arena do some Mercedes. Arunka, Harsetti, left that first. I probably won't touch Arena straight up. But hey, this is what they've usually done, right? They release fast characters, fast meta, and then they go for like tanky meta again, then fast again, then tanky again. It's always like this, right? But in any case, my take, I think you want to pull her if you're a fan of PvP standard. Alright, if you're a cleaver, you don't need her, but you're gonna face her. If tell someone right now, you're gonna face her if you're a cleaver, I think. Because a lot of CR push is the secret to like killing a lot of cleaves. They would go, they don't even need to go like ML freaking Euphine anymore. They would just let you get all the CRs you need. Lady of Scales is gonna cut you. You better make sure she doesn't, right? So that might be a scary thing if you're trying to like cleave a Lady of the Scales, because the moment she gets a turn, not that it's just over for you, but if he has a soul burn, fear you, you're subject to RNG. If he can use S3 to cut you back, that's also screwed up. So yeah, scary unit. In standard though, I feel like she's also going to be annoying. Just her plus Arunka, it's like a safe bet. How do you speed things up? Usually when they go like so obviously slow down, you want to speed up maybe. Have like a plus tempo, try and control them perhaps. But now they're telling you, oh, if I have a Aura as well, I'm going to stop you from controlling me that easily. And if you want to slow down, well, I got all the damage sharing I need. If you want to speed up, I got Lady of the Scales to cut you. I feel like she's going to be really annoying. So my take, I think you want to pull him. I think you want to pull this character if you're a fan of PvP. Standard players especially. That's my take. But we'll have to see. Follow the channel. We'll cover all these new characters. This will be what I do usually in the channel. And yeah, let me know what you think. I think she's going to be very annoying. Paired with the other annoying characters. Not just on her own. Paired with the other annoying ones. But yeah, that'll be all. Take care. And hey, take care of the mental health, because you about to fight her plus Arunka plus Harzedi, huh? See you later.